When is the best time to give your children sex education?
Hey lovers, it's your girl Sissy, the happy child.
So I'm going to share a story with you, and afterwards I'm going to give you an opinion, my own opinion on that matter. When is the best time to give your children sex education? So recently, say last 2 weeks, my son came back from school. Actually, my first child and my son is 10 plus, right? 10 plus, 10 years plus. He'll be turning 11 years this year, September. Yes. So he came back from school and he said something to me. He came straight into my room because normally when he comes back from school, he would come to my room if I'm around to, say he's back and to greet me, right? So he came back from school, and when he does that, anytime he comes to my room, I'll try to ask, how was your day? How did school go? What happened in school and all of that? I'll ask about his friends and all that, all right? Because that's the kind of relationship that I have with my children. I try to ask them questions, try to know what is going on in their lives. So watch this video till the end because you're really going to get something from it. Okay, I'm going to give you my opinion on the issue and or on the topic, and you leave your opinion as well in the comment section of this video. All right, but as you're watching it, please share it. All right, so back to what I was saying. So my son came into my room that fateful day 2 weeks ago, one of the days, it's a Tuesday or Wednesday, and I was asking him as usual, how was your day in school? What happened? Even in your school bus, what went on and all of that. So he said, Mom, I have a girlfriend. When he said, Mom, I have a girlfriend, for a second, my heart skipped. Yes, my heart skipped because, children of these days, you don't even know what they mean when they say certain things. All right. So, in fact, at that point, I tried to compose myself, right? Because I didn't want him to see the shock that I got. In my generation, when you say I have a girlfriend, we all know what that means. All right. But children of these days, when they say I have a girlfriend, they may mean something else. So if I at that point screamed at him, probably next time he wouldn't tell me such. But I tried to find out what he meant by he has a girlfriend. And I started by saying, you have a girlfriend? He said, yes. What's your girlfriend's name? He said, I said, okay, so who is actually my classmate, but she's in a different arm in my class, okay? In a different, the same level but different arms, so they are not in the same class, right? But they are in the same level. So let's say he's in grade 7, is also in grade 7, but they are in different arms. All right. So he said, but we go home in the same school bus. I'm like, really? You guys go home in the same school bus? So what do you call her your girlfriend? And I said, well, we used to talk a lot in the school bus when we're going home, and mommy, she's very smart. I'm like, whoa. So at this age, you already know a girl that is very smart. Indeed, men are sapiosexual. They are attracted to intelligence. So, but that aside, I'm like, okay, so what else do you? Well, sometimes during our break periods, we used to study together. We used to ask ourselves questions about what happened in class and subjects that we don't, sometimes if I don't understand something, I'll ask and she will put me through and all of that. I said, is that all you guys do? He said, yes. I said, is that why you called her your girlfriend? He said, yes, mommy, that's my girlfriend. She's a girl and she's my friend. Whoa. At that point, I felt relieved. All these reactions, all these emotions I didn't let it show on my face, all right? So I just said one thing. Bobo, do you know the child's code? You remember the child's code, right? He said, yes. What is the child's code? There's something I teach my children even from a very tender age. You know, it's what I call the child's code. I heard it once from somewhere and I tried to imbibe it. I tried to use it, you know, because this parenting is a ministry. Yes, parenting is a ministry. So you have to, you know, find ways to train these children, especially these ones, this generation right now, these small ones now. It's not an easy job at all. It's a ministry that you need to commit to, you know, and be intentional about. So after that time, I now said, you know, the child's code. And what is the child's code? He told me, do not touch anyone inappropriately. Don't let anyone touch you inappropriately. When someone does touch you inappropriately, forcefully or not, make sure you tell your parents, especially your mom. First thing, tell your parent. All right. So he said yes, he knows that. I said, don't ever try to touch her inappropriately and don't let her do the same. All right. He now said yes. So I now said, okay, go to your room and change, take your bath and have your lunch. So what am I trying to say in essence? My opinion about this matter: at what age or at what time do you give your children? In my opinion, I feel it should be when they are really tender. Say from 2 years old. Do you know my 3 years old child already knows what the child's code is? She knows that you don't need to touch her inappropriately and she doesn't have to touch anyone inappropriately. And if somebody does touch her inappropriately, that she will tell her parents. So there are ways that you would give your children at a very tender age, but that topic is for another day. Ways to give them that you don't go above their level. All right, so that's it for today. So please guys, share this video. Thank you very much for watching. I love you. Thank you for your support. Mwah.